battled all night long with William and Mary and come up a little short, 28-27 in a back and forth game. Just give me your impressions on the game.
Yeah, I thought, just with the delays, I thought our guys handled that really well. I thought our coach staff did a great job just getting our guys ready to play. And then throughout the game, got off to a great start in the first half, really played, I thought, disciplined football and executed really well. I thought, at times we lacked discipline, too many penalties. And then you look at the second half, just didn't execute well enough, in certain areas. Anytime you get a punt blocked, um, that kind of speaks to some of the execution pieces. So got to be better there. Got to be better. Um, just our level of focus in the second half. We have a lot of young players, guys new to the program. So again, like just working through that right now. And with all that being said, I mean, still had a chance to go drive the field to win the game at the end. Obviously, we turned the ball over, and that was kind of the game. And then had a chance to get a stop on defense, didn't get that done. But certainly had our chances through everything. Had an opportunity to win the game, came up short. But just still excited about some of the things we're doing, how we're playing, our talent level, our group of guys, and just ready to get back to work this week against a very good Stonehill team.
First question from Larry Mahoney. Good morning, Larry.
Morning, Rob. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, Coach. Fourth quarter again. First and goal at the 7. You have to settle for a 3 instead of going up by 2 scores. Then the defense would play pretty well. But then they marched to, run the ball down your throats. Go ahead. Still have 3:11 to go. Throw an interception. What is it with these fourth quarters? What is it? Just guys just aren't used to winning and making those plays when they need to, or what do you see in these fourth quarters, Jordan?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you look at just it's our execution. We got to execute and be able to maintain a level of focus throughout the duration of the game. However long that takes. Um, as I said, I mean, we got the ball back with 3:11 in a
Yes.
CAA game on the road with 3 timeouts, four including a 2-minute warning. Um, we turned the ball over the second play of the drive. So, that's we certainly have our opportunities. But there's a lot of things that led to that throughout the game. And we got to be able to focus in certain moments and seize those moments. We got to be able to focus and play disciplined football, be able to execute when we need to. I think overall there's just too many mistakes throughout the duration of the game that kind of led to that position we were in the fourth quarter.
Thank you.
When we talked last week after the Liberty game about your ability to run the ball and 226 yards on Saturday at William and Mary. Not only sincere, but then you ran Carter Peavy quite a bit, and he had some success with that. What went so well to be able to put up those kind of numbers against a good William and Mary defense?
Yeah, I think we have some two really good running backs that we've been feeding the ball to. I think they do a great job. You know, one thing they do is they fall forward. They're able to find a crease, and they don't need a big crease. And they've been productive. So Carter, the element of him running the ball certainly helps open up different areas of our offense. And I think is when we're at our best is when he's able to do that as well. And I thought he did a really nice job and made really good decisions, in the read game and found ways to extend plays also with his legs in the pass game. So was really pleased to see, our run game be there. And want to continue to call upon it every game. That's something for us that we've made a really big point over the last 2 years is improving our run game. So I'm excited about, both sides of the ball, our O-line and D-line.
With Carter running the ball, a big part of the game plan coming in, or how much did the weather affect what you were planning to do?
Well, before the game started, there was quite a bit of wind, so I thought that might be a factor within the game, especially like the kicking game. But it really died down once there was some rain, and there was a little bit of rain, but for the heavy rain really happened while we were inside. So when we were out, there was a point I think in the second quarter when there was some significant rain, but really didn't play a huge factor, Rob, in the game.
Defensively, we've talked about that fourth quarter drive that I know you're disappointed in, but when you look at the numbers overall, you guys hold William Mary to 253 yards, and the rushing attack, which has traditionally been one of the best in FCS, to 124. With aside from the drive that put the winning score in, what did you like about the way those guys played most of the night?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like the sting of the game is I think we're a really talented team. I think we on both sides of the ball. I think defensively we have guys that um are talented. They play hard. They swarm to the ball. Um, they're really playing with an identity. So we've seen that in the first two games. So I'm really encouraged about the way they're playing. I think there's a couple instances when the ball got on the plus side of the field on some third downs where we allowed them to extend drives or get into the red zone. And as you see from the stat sheet, I mean they were 4 for 4, I think, in the red zone with touchdowns each time. So doing a really nice job in the middle of the field, but gotta do a better job, in that fringe red zone area of keeping them out. And if they get in there, forcing field goals.
And you touched on your opening comments about the block punt when you're up 17-7 at that point. How big of a play was that in the game?
Huge, it's huge. I think there's stats out there that support when you block a punt. I mean, I think it's 85% or above that you're going to win the game. So um, can't have that happen. There's a breakdown in protection, and just simple things that we got to execute better on. And we'll get it fixed, we'll get it corrected, and go from there. But that was a big swing in the game. I thought our guys did respond well. Obviously we went on to score, I think, 10 more points from there. And again, it came down to the fourth quarter, which we know these games in conference, especially for us, like on the road, like that's going to be it. So we got to perform and stay in process. When it matters most.
Let's look ahead after back-to-back flights to Virginia. You get to play your home opener on Saturday against Stonehill. What are some of the challenges Stonehill will provide for you?
Yeah, Stonehill. I mean, they've had two really tough games, and I know they're going to be motivated to come up here and compete. And they're a team that flies around on both sides of the ball. I mean, really impressed with just their level of physicality. Impressed with their level of commitment towards being aggressive on both sides of the ball, whether it's on defense or offense and special teams. I mean, they're going to find ways to um, gain momentum, find ways to get extra possessions as well. So, this is going to be a tough game for us. Home opener here, a night game. So we're expecting to have a really good turnout and go compete for a win.
Yeah, I was going to ask you after having a couple of long trips, how nice is it to finally be at home in front of your home fans and then not having to make the long trips?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, the Liberty game was really smooth back and forth. Obviously, we had the delay in this game, so we got back around 6 a.m. on Sunday morning. But yeah, either way, I mean, we're kind of used to that. I think just being able to get our guys back, get their legs back is the most important thing. That was our focus yesterday and today is getting their legs back and then having a productive week of practice.
All right, Jordan, thanks so much for the time this morning. Good luck on Saturday against